Yo, what's up, boys and girls? Welcome to the BFFs YouTube channel. Make sure you guys tap the bell, like the video, subscribe, and comment down below.
Raising Cane's, everyone's schedule is starting to get busier, especially as we gear up for the new school year. But have no fear, Cane's has you covered with craveable, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy, crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and of course, Cane's secret recipe, Cane's sauce. It's the perfect spot for a quick lunch or dinner on the go. Don't forget about Cane's for your fundraisers, events, and team meetings. Be sure to search Raising Cane's across your social media channels to follow along and learn more. Visit Cane's and community.com to learn more about how Cane's can support your favorite organizations all year long. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. All right, so no headlines this week because the interviews took so long, and they're great. I think people like them. I will say, Aaron is a reality TV guy. I'm not sure about the snake guy.
Yeah, but he's going to be... See, that's the thing about Rob. He's so, I don't want to be famous, but I'm so famous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Like, in a good
that's
way.
how
I
he
just
was
think
on the
he's gonna
show,
be
too.
famous.
In the show, half the time, it looked like he wasn't even paying attention to the conversations he was in.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't even have response. Like, girls would be talking to him, and he'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy, but it worked.
I don't know that somebody like that, I feel like he's not cut out for like that type of fame though. Just being like, if you really like the wilderness and animals, like living in cities, who knows? I guess we'll see.
I think Aaron does have that charisma, though.
Aaron wants it.
Yeah.
BFFs Corner. Yeah, let me clarify this.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I was on Alex's Olympic show, and we made a bet, or you can't say bet on her show, whatever. And it was, if Germany scored a goal, she has to put me in a group text with Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
This has not happened yet, but I'm
But
waiting.
they did score.
They did score, so I'm supposed to be getting Miley Cyrus's cell phone number.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I got to steal your phone once you get that.
It hasn't happened. I want to get her on pizza review. It hasn't happened. Alex seems to think she won the bet or the thing. Alex doesn't know what she's talking about. So
You better. You should call Alex.
Did you guys bet who to score first?
no,
Or that
no.
Germany would just score?
USA is like a gigantic favor. It's just Germany had to score one goal, and they did. So I won.
So get the number.
What is this? Yeah, get the number. Dave fan tries to buy Dave and CVS.
Maybe they tried to buy your
bobblehead.
What does that mean?
Look.
There's a
your big
bobblehead of you.
I know that, but what do you mean tried to buy it?
Buy it.
I'm good.
Buy it.
For Dave. You know who Dave is? No. Come on, let me show you. I'm trying to get Dave. This is better than, like, the Mona Lisa, you know? I need him.
Grant people whatever they want most of the time. But,
Oh, no, not the butt.
but you can't have me.
No way.
I just came and he was my man.
Oh, hold up. Oh, wait. All right, how many likes on TikTok for Dave?
A million, because he's worth a million.
Oh, dang.
Oh, I like this lady.
Get her to 1 million.
Yeah, well, we can get her a Dave anyways, but all right,
Well, I
like
think it's
her.
for the
Very
principal.
cute.
We got to get her to 1 million. Get her that
Very
day.
cute. Oh, this we didn't have to put this. This is all me. Yeah,
I hate that they're
color.
showing it.
I know, gross.
Yeah, why did they have to show the diagram of a tube going up a man's anus?
No need to do
fatty.
this. I wish I didn't even fucking see it because I didn't even know it was. I will say I partnered with Lead from the Behind. I'm not even open my eyes. It's like a Ryan Reynolds thing because when you get old, you should get a colonoscopy. I'm fasting right now.
What's like a Ryan Reynolds thing? I'm sorry, getting a tube up your butt?
No, he started this thing, Lead from Behind.
Oh, he's like very pro going and getting.
Yeah, and you
A
got
colonoscopy.
it.
It's like his foundation.
Yeah, when you get
fuck,
over 45, it's the second leading, like,
Killer in men, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because people
cancer,
don't want to
so-
get it, and then you
Yeah.
go unnoticed. Cancer.
Yep,
That's
so I'm
terrible.
doing that.
Good for you.
Dave, look, thank you.
Oh yeah, way to lead a good charge too. That's what a captain does.
That's what Captain does. There was a Dave lookalike. There's not much on Josh has pretty privilege. We all know that.
Wait, whoa, time out. Pause. What are we talking about?
I don't remember, but I think it was because of Love Island.
All pretty
he's
people are
mentally
pretty
not
freaky.
there. Like, he's just so always like, whoa, what is going on? Like, he's so checked out. Even on Call Her Daddy, he's just like, yeah, I don't know, you crazy, like, I'm nervous, like, all this, like, he is so doesn't want to be famous, but is, like, obsessed with being famous, if that makes sense. And I'm just like, he's so nonchalant, But at the same time, he's doing Call Her Daddy, he's doing Love Island. He has 5 Instagram accounts, TikTok accounts. It's like, what do you want?
He was cursed with good face. And someone said market face. Now.
It is painful. He's a painfully attractive man. And it's like, no matter what comes out of his mouth, he's going to win. Sucks. It's crazy. It's pretty privilege.
Who's another one that can just do no wrong, but they say so silly stuff?
Josh Richards.
Hey
No, but
guys,
he's
hey
not like-
BFFs, they cut that.
He's not like he's not a bad guy though, but he like if an
Oh, that was
ugly
nice
dude were
of
to
Brie.
say some of the shit
Yeah.
he said, people would be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty valid.
All right. I
I always get
Yeah, I'll
nervous
take
when
it.
those clips play.
Yeah.
Sweating.
Yeah, I'll take it.
For the record, I think the other guy is better looking.
Oh, thanks.
Then Josh,
No, than of the two we're talking about.
are you?
Oh.
I'm just.
I think
You think
is
Aaron's better looking than Rob?
They're both good looking guys. That's why I'm in the show. But like,
No, but I get what you're saying. I think Aaron is like more like traditional good looking.
yeah,
guy.
right.
he's
yes,
he's
true.
what
Where I think
he's what
Rob's
guys think
like-
is hot. Rob is what girls think is.
Are you saying I don't know what hot is, Bree? Because I
I
fucking
think we
Kinda,
know
I
what
think,
hot
yeah.
is.
I like
I think we know
Aaron
what
is
hot
like
is.
so a guy would be like, he's so good looking.
he is.
I think
My
he
point.
was. I think he was one of the better looking ones on the show.
I think everyone's
Like if
beautiful.
you look,
but
if you look at like, but I
No,
think
the other
as
guy
well.
was very good looking too.
Rob, yeah, Rob, but I
Rob's
think
really
he's like
good
that.
looking guy, too.
He's like that mysterious good looking. Like, you know, there's something behind him. Like,
he's also a lot taller than Aaron.
that
yeah.
that always helps. That always
Yeah.
helps.
What are we talking heights?
Everyone on the show was pretty short because Liv, they kept saying, is so tall, but she's only 5'7". So I think I don't know if anyone was cracking 6 feet.
Oh,
No, come on.
Rob's got to be like 6'1", right?
I think Kane was like 6'1" or 6'2" or something like that. He said. One of the guys said they were like 6'1" or 6'2", and they were like one of the tall ones.
Yeah, they're all pretty small.
But that's why, I feel
the
like
way you're talking, Bree, is like
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with being small.
right.
we don't want small. Like,
Not
that's-
small, short.
Online saying Rob is 5'11".
Okay,
It's my height.
right. So
No way. He's only 5. So everyone on that show is tiny.
yeah,
So we're saying
'Cause-
Aaron is 5'4".
Aaron is 5'4".
Aaron's definitely shorter than
So the
Rob.
girls were 5 feet tall? 4'8"? Simone
taller than
Biles?
Aaron.
Wait, I'm not. I have no idea how tall Aaron is.
No, but
I don't
that's what I'm saying
5'4"
because
is
he's
like
he's small
dwarf.
compared to Rob. They're small. Everyone was pretty small. Big villa. They look small.
You know who walks hilarious? Connor.
My favorite walk in the world. When he walked
What
into
the-
the villa, Superman. He reminds me of the
I
guy
was
from
cracking
Grown Ups
up
3.
laughing.
Grown Ups 3 in the pool.
Who the fuck
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
Saskatchewan.
Grown-Ups 3? You guys have all
Saskatchewan.
seen
That guy?
Grown-Ups
Saskatchewan. Yeah, he was literally him.
3? Grown-Ups
I don't think it's
3?
Grown Ups
We're
3.
watching-
It's Grown Ups. I
Is
think
it
it's
sorry,
two.
Grown Ups 2.
Grown-Ups
Grown Ups
3?
2. Grown Ups
But-
2. Yes, you haven't watched
Two.
all the Grown Ups. They're cult classics.
I haven't seen Grown Ups 1.
There's also
What?
There's
One of my
What?
favorite movies of all time.
no.
Dave. Grown Ups is.
Do you like to
classic.
laugh? He doesn't like
Yeah.
to laugh
To
though.
I
Do you enjoy a good
I
time?
live to laugh.
But
Do you like Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Then you should watch.
Do you love Kevin
Grown Ups
James?
has got to be one of
David
his biggest
Spade,
ones.
Chris Rock,
Fine.
your favorite guy?
Fine. I'll watch.
Maya Rudolph?
Maybe I'll watch it today.
Maybe.
You should before your colonoscopy.
Okay, that's the end of the show.
There's no Grown Ups 3.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, such huge Grown Ups fan. There's not even Grown Ups 3.
I said.
Hey, don't throw
he
that on me.
corrected me.
She
It's
said
2.
3. I said no. I said it's 2.
Are you serious?
There's only
Yeah,
two
there's
Grown
no
Ups.
3. There's only 2.
No, there is another Grown Ups
No, there isn't.
with that big bash at the end with Milo.
That is.
that Grown Ups
is
2?
Grown Ups 2 with the fight when they fight like Taylor Lautner and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Hey, I'm. I spoiled the whole movie.
just 2 Grown Ups.
Spoil the whole
I wish
movie.
there were 3.
Well, there's this big fight at the end with Taylor
Dude.
Lautner.
Yeah, you should watch
So
them.
not a spoil.
No, nothing's
So
spoiled.
not
You don't
a
know who
spoil.
wins.
I don't even know what that means.
The fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Bree, do you have a little update for me on this show?
Where did you leave off?
So you know when like the dollar store Brad Pitt kind of looking guy comes into the villa?
Yes.
Episode like 28. Like Serena and Cordell are like back together and all that. Kendall and his girl are still together.
Honestly, after that, there's not really any drama or anything that we would talk
crazy
about, right?
happens.
Did you hear the I love yous?
From Kaylor and Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of like had the like they were about to break up, wasn't looking good, and he pulled the I love you card out and got her right back.
Yeah. That's really it, right? Nothing like drama-wise. Yeah, I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah.
Right.
And then Cordell and Serena obviously win. And then, yeah, that's it.
All right, they're here
sweet.
whenever you guys are ready.
They're here.
Yeah, Kaylor and Aaron are here.
Okay.
I'll let them in.
Kind of feel like I'm an interrogation student.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
All right, joining now.
Yeah, I think it's better than the curtains open.
Yeah, dude, you do look kind of like an evil villain.
It's giving Andrew
that better?
Tate.
Hello.
We can hear you guys. Oh, there you are.
Hello, guys.
Hi,
Hello,
Kaylor.
hello.
Hi. How are you guys?
I
Good,
am
good.
so excited. This was my favorite show of the year, and you're so entertaining. Oh, and Aaron's here.
What is up, guys? How are you doing?
There's that British accent thing.
Yep.
A British accent.
All right,
Josh,
so
you still hate the shit out of me.
Hey, man, I was rooting for you at the beginning.
I was
I
the
know
one
you
that
were rooting for me
hated
at the
you.
beginning, but something
Aaron.
tells me you're gonna have an update and you're gonna hate the shit out of me right now, like the rest of America.
Hey, I mean, I will say you let me down a little bit. You let me down.
Oh, no, Josh! Don't see that. That breaks my heart.
Let me
it
down
broke
too,
mine.
Aaron.
It
Let
broke
me
both
down
of our
too.
hearts, me and Kaylor's, I believe. I think, I was like, oh my God, you guys are gonna win the show. I'm rooting for you, best couple in the show, and then Casa had to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Josh was
Casa,
really
man.
behind, and he was like, "Yeah, Kaylor and Aaron, they're the sweetest couple. They're the best." And I'm like, "You didn't see what Aaron did to Kaylor when he went to Casa?"
When I saw that, I was just like, oh my god, I actually have one supporter in North America. And then I was like, wait, no, he hasn't actually seen Casa yet. I'll lose him in a few days' time as well.
Because you really did your fucking big one, let me tell you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I'm sure we'll get
Yeah,
into it.
Yikes.
yeah, we will.
Dave hasn't watched the show. He has no
yeah,
idea
I know
what's going
nothing.
on.
So
Yeah, I can kind
like,
of tell. I feel like Dave's just in the background, just like has.
well, I don't know. I haven't watched the show, so I was gonna let Josh and Bree kind of. I know they love it, so I was gonna kind of.
Dave, don't bother watching it. You'll lose.
I
brain
feel like
cells.
it's not a show you would enjoy, Dave.
Yeah, it's not Dave. It's
Why
a
is
shit
that?
show.
First of
I
all,
don't
wait
know.
a minute.
It's
Is this a USA show or like a Britain show?
It's a USA show.
So
They
why
just-
is this
they
guy
just
on it?
decided to invite the Brits.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why would they get me on it?
Don't they have a
I don't know,
British
no.
version of this?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't good enough. I didn't get past the first round, so they were like, "No, go to the USA show instead."
Huh. Interesting.
What?
So I don't
it's
know.
not
You
true.
guys ask questions. Josh and Bree, you guys are the ones obsessed with them.
I think maybe intro them first.
Here's Kayla Martin and Aaron Evans from Love Island. And
Hi, guys.
Hello, BFF.
how's that for an intro?
It's
That's
great.
That was
Good
Kaylor,
intro.
and we have Aaron too.
Yeah, I said Kayla Martin, Aaron Evans
Oh, okay,
from
cool.
You got him
Love
both.
Island.
You got him both.
Aaron, you're like looking behind you like your ADHD is going to be off the charts.
So what
Oh,
were
yeah, I
these
know.
two? Were these two
Can't
the
help it.
couple and they broke up, or is that what happened?
Okay,
No.
you want to
Oh.
explain? Do you guys want to explain what couple you guys were in the villa?
Nah,
Yeah.
Brie, I want to hear your explanation first. I want to see
Okay.
like what your perception is on it.
Okay, I
Is
was
this guy
with.
in the United States, by the way? Or are you in Britain? Where are you?
No, I'm in the UK right now. I flew back like 2 or 3 days ago.
Gotcha.
Okay, okay,
Good hair.
that is
Thanks,
good.
appreciate it.
You guys were my favorite couple. You guys were so cutesy. Right off the bat, I was like, oh my gosh. Honestly, they reminded me of Gabby and Josh a little bit. And I was like, I think they're going to win. And then fucking Aaron, when you went to Casa, you left Kaylor thinking like, we're so solid. We're going to be great. She's sleeping in soul ties. She's not touching anyone. Here you are to saying to Daniela, I love you in the first second you see the girl. You let America down, or the UK down, I guess.
And you let me
I'm
down.
not gonna lie. I watched it. This is what happened. I knew I was coming on the podcast, and I was like, I'm gonna have to watch this shit just like to find out. I watched Casa more. And I was literally watching, like, who is this guy who can't close his mouth? I just want to jump through the screen, punch him in the face. Like, he's such an idiot. Like, no wonder all of America, Kaylor's family, all her friends absolutely hate me. Because I was watching it like, oh my God, this is so bad. Like, I'm the biggest dickhead that has walked this planet. And yeah, I was as disappointed as everyone else, trust me.
So did you just recently rewatch it? Or watch it for the first
I only
time?
watched, yeah, literally, I only watched it like 2 days, like 48 hours ago. I watched it, and I watched from Casa, first day of Casa, until like movie night, and I'm like, I fucking hate myself. I'm like, I'm never going on my phone ever again. I was like, all these death threats, all these bad comments, I was like, these are so warranted. Like, what the fuck was I doing? And then my mum's in the background like, no, it's fine. I'm like, no, mum, this fucking guy, he's fucking everything up right now. Like, what the hell?
Well, to be fair, you didn't watch your good performance. In the beginning, you were very, very lovable. So don't shit on yourself too much. But Kaylor, did you watch it back? Did you watch Casa?
I finally watched Casa. I finally watched it. I knew I was coming on the pod, and I wanted to make sure I watched Casa before I came on BFFs today, because I feel like, I mean, I watched it yesterday with my friends, and I also watched a little bit of it this morning, so it's very new and fresh. I feel so emotionally drained. First of all, it's so cringe to like watch yourself on the screen crying, but most of all, like, it's just like my perspective definitely has changed since whenever I was in the villa to now, just because like I see like, you know, absolutely everything Aaron did in Casa more, and I feel like the little things kind of mean more to me, like the stomach kisses in the morning and the breakfast, and then also I saw Aaron break things off with Daniela and then go in to lean in for a kiss. And like all of those things have like changed my perspective, and I like am hurting for that Kaylor on the screen, because usually I'm much harder on the men, and I feel like in the villa when you're there, you're like in your own little la la land, if that makes sense. You're kind of in a bubble. So like leaving and like watching it and hearing my girlfriends be like, Kaylor, what the fuck? Like, you didn't stick up for yourself. Like, you weren't there for you. And also like I relate to them, because I feel like most of all, I feel like I wasn't there for myself. And that like it definitely hurt, and I definitely like feel differently as I like did in the villa about everything. So
where are you and Aaron lying right now? Like, what would you say is the title on this relationship, or where have you guys left off?
Yeah, so we've been talking. I think he knows how I feel about everything. I feel like I want to take a step back, just because like now we are in the real world, and like I am seeing everything, and like I do have my support system at home, including my girlfriends, my family, and I just want to take things really slow. I don't want to like end things, but because I know like what Aaron and I had was like true and real, but I feel like I just gave him chance after chance, and like I feel like even it wasn't even all of the Casa thing. It was just like more so him not taking accountability like Cordell did, which like really hurt. And I feel like that's like the least I deserved was the truth, and I didn't receive that from anyone in the villa. And I think that that's what also kind of mixed on like why I felt the way I did in the villa, because I wasn't receiving the truth, and then I finally got the truth, and still it wasn't the entirety of everything that happened. So I just want to take things slow and see what happens. I don't want to give up on us, but I definitely have my doubts. And like I was telling Aaron the other day, like I like have trust issues now, and like I don't want to be that toxic person in this relationship. So I don't really know.
I have a question.
Yeah, Dave, go for it.
How do you develop trust issues from Love Island? Like when you go on Love Island, aren't you pretty much going on to be like famous, and now you're like, oh, the really handsome guy was like, from what I'm understanding, was thrown in a house with other girls and like start hooking up with them? Like, no shit.
So you sound like my dad, because my dad literally said, even on the family meet, which you guys didn't get to say, but like see, because it was not in the edit, but my dad was like, well, what do you expect? He's a single young man. He's going into Casa. Of course he's going to kiss girls. Of course he's going to do this shit. And he was like, honestly, if he didn't, I would be quite concerned. That's what my dad said. So I can see both sides, but I think it's just because Aaron was like saying like, you know, he had love for me and like wanted to come and meet my family. So it was like the entirety of it.
This is the guy who was already on Love Island in Britain and then came on Love Island here?
No.
Aaron
You're
never
wild
did.
across nowadays.
Aaron never did Love Island UK.
I thought
Never
you said
did
you
that
didn't get past round 1 or something.
Nah, never got past the interview stage. But that was a joke as well. So that's just
Got it. Okay. I thought we
Yeah,
were just
so-
Go ahead. Sorry.
So I know that this wouldn't happen in the real world, but it still is like, it still makes me question a lot of things, because he was like, I can't wait to meet your mother, and like saying my mom's name out of his mouth and then like putting his tongue down another girl's throat.
On
So
Love
it's like-
Island, though. Like on
yeah,
Love
on
Island.
Love Island USA. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's Love Island.
yeah, see, and I do
Like
see
if
that
everyone
side of
went
it.
on Love Island and didn't do that, no one would watch Love Island. Like, why'd you go on Love Island? To be famous?
No, I went on just for the experience. Like usually I don't, like I'm from a really small town in Pennsylvania, from the sticks of PA. And I went on just for the experience. Like I really auditioning. I was like in this bedroom with my girlfriends, like drinking off of buzz balls, and like just applied for it. Just for like shits and giggles, and then ended up like actually getting it, which was just crazy. But I didn't go on to be famous. I like am a full-time college student, and like am from a small town, and like this isn't my natural habitat. But I just went on for the experience, not necessarily to find love and fall in love, but just to like meet friends and have a good summer. So yeah.
Are you gonna
So
try
would
to be
you-
like famous now? Are you gonna pursue like this career?
I don't think so. Like, I guess, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll like do things on social media and stuff, but honestly, just setting in that like our entire summer was recorded, because in all, like, this is our live. And like when you're there, no, because when you're there, you
You
don't
went on
actually,
Love Island, you're like, holy shit, it was recorded.
well, when you're there, no,
Come
when
on.
you're there, Dave, when you're there, it's like it
He's a
feels like
savage.
your life isn't like actually being recorded 24/8. It just feels normal. It feels like you're just in a college frat house.
Did you say
with, like, all of your
24/8?
Yeah, 24/8.
What
I
is
think
that?
it's like exaggerating 24/7, Dave.
I think
Yeah.
when
I've
you
never
do
heard
that, you
that
have to do
either.
25/8 though,
I
right?
did a double take too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it is
25/8.
25/8. I think you're supposed to double
all right,
exaggerate
halfway
it.
there,
But it's
halfway
you're-
there.
whatever.
Still in college.
All right.
The blonde.
And what, Aaron, you went on to be famous, clearly.
I went on to be famous. Nah. So I never watched the show. I've watched season 3 in the UK, and I don't even know what season they're on anymore. I think maybe like season 15 or season 20. So I haven't watched it in ages. And then they like contacted me, and I was just like, should I watch the show beforehand? And they were like, nah, don't do it. Just go on, like blindside. So I just went on to it, not even realizing, because the last time I watched it was probably like 8 years ago or something.
But
From what I got told, is like the US version compared to the UK version doesn't have like as many like views and stuff. And I was in Fiji. I love traveling. They were like, yeah, you're gonna come to Fiji. You're gonna be able to see everything. Oh, you bollocks! You didn't see anything. You just saw a villa, loads of neon lights everywhere. You got like epileptic fits all the time, and that's basically about it. But like, it was a cool experience. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I kind of did it. So
You had done reality TV though before Love Island, right?
yes, he has.
yeah, I did. I've done a show. It's not reality. It was called it was a game show. But it kind of, I don't know. It's not really a comparable show. Like
But
I
you're
don't
trying to
do.
get famous. I mean, you're a really good looking dude. You've run on multiple like
Thanks, Dave. I
shows.
appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know that clearly, but like obviously trying to be famous and build a career out of it. I don't know. Why do people go on these shows tonight? I mean, like when Josh
I mean, when I did the Traitors, it was a cool experience, and I
worked.
genuinely did enjoy it. And then when I went on, so in my head I was just like, it's gonna be like the Traitors. So I was like, yeah, I'll definitely go on it, like give it a go. I don't think you're never gonna get famous from these shows. Like they're not that big time. Even though everyone keeps telling me how big this show is, but it's never like going to be like big time like that crazy. You're going to be walking down like red carpets and stuff like that. You're going to gain an extra few followers, but it's never going to be that big of a deal. But like the experience itself, you're never going to do things like this. Like, you know, on the last show that I did, I never thought I'd be jumping out of a helicopter into water. Like it was just an experience itself was actually so cool. So I had that perception going into like, well, I didn't really know what perceptions were, but I had that perception going into this. So in terms of being famous, there's no way in a million years, and you're going to be like famous from this, especially not me anyway.
I disagree with that. Like, there's a lot.
I think there's a lot of talent. A lot of talent have come from it. Harry Jowsey, Tyler Cameron, like they're both huge. Bachelor. Harry came from whatever one he came from. Like I feel like all of you guys are having a massive moment right now where it's like the entire TikTok for you page.
5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes of fame. Like you're going to be in a public figure for a little bit, but it's not going to be anything like crazy.
Well,
Like, it'll die down eventually. So
You don't think you
that's
could
my
capitalize
perception
on it
anyway.
though? You could like capitalize on it and build.
I've got too much ADHD to realize what the fuck is going on, so I'm just gonna be there like, nah. Like I don't know what I'm doing half the time on social media. So like,
Fair enough.
if it didn't happen before, it ain't gonna happen again. So
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of ADHD, when you posted that Instagram story and Kaylor was talking in the background on FaceTime, how did you feel after that? Were you like, holy shit, I fucked up big time?
I was like, I fucked Kaylor once, I fucked her again, and I literally when I posted that, and Kaylor was like, what's been said in the video? I was like, nothing's been said. Like, what are you talking about? I have no idea what she's talking about. And then somehow someone managed to analyze the video and realize that there was someone in the background, one of her friends, saying that we wouldn't be relevant in 6 months' time, and Leah wouldn't be relevant in 6 months' time. And then it was just like, and then it became this massive thing. And then all of my requested messages like, you guys are going to be shit in 6 months' time. And I'm like, chill. I was like, it's just a comment. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, just calm down. So yeah, that was it. Shit. Another ADHD moment. So
Kaylor kind of explained how she feels about your relationship right now. How do you feel about it, Aaron? You and Kaylor.
That's a really good question. I'm actually really glad that you asked that. I feel like it's like in the villa, I think we had this perception coming out that it was going to be easy on the outside world. However, now being like in the public light and having like a whole kind of like dating experience out for everyone to judge. And obviously I'm human. Everyone's human on the show. Everyone makes mistakes. And, you know, the show's there to put it out to the world so everyone can see it themselves and then kind of had a judgment on it. So I thought it wasn't going to be as hard on the outside world, but it definitely is difficult. However, I'm here. I'm willing to like make it work. Like I want to make it work as much as possible. I wouldn't have, you know, asked her out if I didn't want that to be the situation. So I know it's going to be like a bit difficult at the moment, but I know that we'll be able to get through it because this is going to be the most difficult part. And in a couple of months' time, I know we'll be like in a better place. And once everything's died down and, you know, we don't have the light on us as much. But yeah, I'm willing to like kind of work through it. And I completely understand why Kaylor feels the way that she does. Like her feelings are completely valid. I know why she, you know, I understand why she has doubts. I understand why she's got like trust issues. I understand, you know, why all of America doesn't like me because I don't even like me. Like watching all that back, I hated watching them clips back. It was absolutely horrible. So I completely understand how and why she feels the way that she does.
I have a question.
Go for it.
How would you guys have a relationship if you live in the UK and she lives here?
Yeah, do you plan on moving?
Yeah. So I'm currently going through a visa. I think it's like, I don't know exactly what visa it is, but it's like an O visa to come over there to work over there. So my plan was to come over to like LA or find somewhere that's pretty cool to live. And then
not trying to be famous, right? Not trying to be famous, but moving to LA.
Well, I don't know America, New York. I don't know anywhere. Like,
yeah,
I don't know place. But LA is just where I flew into.
Just gonna fade into the sunset in the UK or move to LA. One or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I went there to come back, and like Connor lives there, and I was like, it was a pretty cool place. Went for a surf, and like LA seems pretty cool, I guess, from what I saw of it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like London, but with a few more crackheads. But yeah.
Yeah, it's great when you want to become famous.
That's the place to go. That's where everyone goes. That's for sure.
So following you guys talking about where you stand on your relationship, just because you guys were saying it in the show, would you guys say you still love each other or still have love for each other?
By the way, Josh, what's weird is I started the show by being like, were you guys a couple on the show and then break up? And you're like, no. So I don't know what, like that was my first question.
That's why I'm trying to figure out where the feelings lie, Dave. I'm trying to figure out how much love do they still have for each other here. Where's it at?
Yeah, is it I love you or love you?
Yeah. I think it's just love you right now. I just think like I definitely do have love for Aaron. I think right now it's hard to fall in love with someone like as you're like rewatching all of the clips and like watching how he had such a strong connection with Daniela. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like I still like love Aaron as a person. Don't get me wrong. I just like question his love for me and what his definition of love maybe because obviously I feel like during Casa, our definitions of that were way too different fucking definitions. So yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know how to go about it. I'm like definitely second guessing a lot of things that he said to me, especially after watching the episodes. So I'm just uneasy about like our whole relationship. And I think he knows that. I don't want to like just come on the pod and like shit on you, Aaron. But like, I mean, I haven't been watching.
This guy don't give a
BFFs
fuck.
thing.
You can say anything about this guy. He don't give a fuck. He's
Checking
like,
his nails.
Like the biggest lie told on this show is by Aaron being like, when I rewatched this, I really felt horrible about myself. Yeah, right? Fuck
you, Dave.
Absolutely.
You should have seen me the other day.
No shot. Like he's playing like he's crying watching the show. No shot.
Hey,
And I
maybe
know what-
If it was Rob, he would be crying. If it was Rob, he'd be crying. Sorry, Brie.
No, you're right. Aaron,
The allegations now. You're just throwing the allegations out there. You're just fueling the fire.
you got
I
more
without- no.
passionate about Rob than you did Kaylor. That's what made me so
Can I
bad.
explain something in this thing as
Yes,
well?
please,
Because
Yeah. I want to hear about
There
this,
is
but I do
only-
ride for boys, riding for boys. I did like the movie night when you stood up for Rob. I was kind of like, that's right, Aaron. Stand up for Rob.
But he
That's
did
right.
stand up for me, Josh.
I'll talk about that exact scenario.
Okay.
Right? So that exact scenario. Obviously, we're not allowed to talk too much about like the scenes and stuff, but there was like everyone's got like 2 or 3 like videos, right, shown of them. Me and Kayla got 7. So I was in a point where I was just like, I was more angry than upset because of what I'd done, and also the way that they were kind of like gunning for Kayla to get like a reaction out of her. So I felt more angry than anything. When I walked off, I got emotional. I went and sat underneath a tree for like 20 minutes. Obviously, you guys don't see that because it's clipped the way it is. But I got emotional at that point. And then when it came to like Rob, I knew for like 2 or 3 weeks. We talked about it. You guys obviously don't see it because there's only like 1 hour of the show. But he felt like a type of way, and he felt like he wanted to express the way he did. And I felt like in that moment, if Leah didn't say anything, Rob was never going to get his moment to say anything. So I felt like I had to prompt it, like Leah, to say something. However, the way that I said it was like very angry because I was already angry in the situation, and I shouldn't have raised my voice like that. It was really disrespectful. But I just knew that Rob had to get what he wanted to get off his chest. So that's why I felt like that. And there's other times as well, like you guys don't see, obviously, half of it. So in Casa More, yes, I look like an absolute dickhead because I'm running around and I look like I don't give 2 fucks. But there's like, even after like the first kiss, when I like kissed down here, like I was in the bedroom for hours afterwards. Like, what the fuck have I done? Like, I felt guilty as shit. I felt so horrible. I felt ashamed of myself. But Love Island has this way of like telling you, like, you have to test your relationships to make it stronger. You have to, see for yourself. This is your own experience. You need to do this yourself. This is what the girls are doing. You need to do the same thing. So it has like it gets in your head, and you're on Love Island to experience these things. Like in the outside world, are you going to do that? No. But in Love Island, like you're almost nudging in that direction to test your connections.
Kayla?
Well, sorry. Don't mean to interrupt.
No. Listen, I feel like we're in couples
interrupt.
therapy.
Yeah.
This is great.
You guys are like Dr. Phil.
But by
today.
the way, how long did you guys were you a couple for? I'm just curious. Like how long?
The whole show, basically, right?
Which is
The
what?
entire show, yeah, like from day 1 to the end.
Which is a week, a month, 6 months?
Oh, that's like 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. But just like piggybacking off what you just said, Aaron, like, yes, like Casa More is to test your relationship, but I don't think like testing your relationship definitely means like you should be shoving your tongue down a girl's throat, like saying I love you, going to kiss her, and all of that stuff. And also, and during like Casa More, I was in the villa being told Aaron's up, testing his relationships. And what did I not do? Still test my relationships. I still stay true to myself. So I feel like you can't really use that as like an excuse, because I was told the same thing and I still didn't do what you did. So don't really agree with that, but it's fine.
You told her you loved her?
He told me he loved me while we were arguing.
Oh man, this guy's ruthless.
I'm just a piece of shit. I'm just a massive piece of shit.
Dave, the other show that Aaron went on was called Traders UK, which is like a mass manipulation show that you have to like manipulate people and get people voted out until the end to win, and he won.
Yeah, can I just say before you even jump on that bandwagon, I was not a traitor. I was a faithful. And if you watch the show back, you will literally see how the fuck did this guy get to the end. And it's because I
didn't watch
so
it.
much
I didn't
shit
watch it.
on my head. I mean, yeah, I had so much shit on my head the whole way through that they just decided to save me because I was getting so much shit from the other faithfuls thinking I was a traitor. So you need to watch the show first.
I will.
Because I wasn't a traitor, I was a faithful. And you might have a different perception of me.
How long, when did he say he loved you? Like how long had you been a couple for?
So we were a couple from day 1, which they don't tell us the date or the times or like how many weeks we've been in there. Like we literally have no idea. So
That's
I'd
wild.
say maybe like after a month.
And then how long after that was he making out with another girl?
Oh, he was making out with another girl 3 days prior to saying he loved me. So he was like
Makes
all
sense.
in the bed, Dave, like kissing the stomach,
Yeah,
cuddling.
look
And
at
then
this fucking
he gets
guy.
back and he's like, oh, I realized I loved you after my Casa experience. And it's like, fuck me then. Like, if that has to make you show why you love me, then I don't know. I don't really know. I don't understand how,
Yeah, you get your heart broken by a young Charlie. He looks like a young Charlie Sheen, like Major League, like on Love Island. Yeah, that's fucking. I could have predicted that.
Aaron, would you say did you answer if you still had love for Kaylor? Did I miss that part? Did I zone out, or did he never say anything?
It's kind of tough to take that answer seriously, regardless of what he answers, right?
But I want to get it.
What are you gonna do to get Kaylor back?
Yeah, how are you gonna win her back, Aaron? Charlie Sheen
I
this
mean,
shit up.
first, I think I need to. I don't even know who this guy is, but I mean, I need to I wanted to move to the US first, but I think right now, literally right at this moment, I think we just need to figure out what me and Kaylor want to do first, because moving forward, obviously, I want to move to America and I want to make it work, but she also has a say in this, relationship.
Can I chime in on Kayla's defense? Kayla,
yeah.
I don't trust anything this guy says. He's a great looking dude about to move to LA and just hit the fame. He's not going to settle down. Like, let's be honest.
I'm going to side on the side of love. I'm going to side on the side of
Please,
love. I'm
you
going
guys
to
are
oppose
nuts.
Dave.
Oh,
Dave, you didn't watch the show. I feel like Aaron. How old are you?
I'm 27 years old.
I feel okay. All right. I was hoping you were gonna say like 24 or something, but I feel like he's getting a really, really, really bad rep. Which you did do some fucked up stuff, but you are on Love Island to do that, and there was no one else doing anything bad. So I feel like they really exaggerated your guys' storyline, where the internet hasn't made it any better. Where it's kind of like really beating the shit out of what Aaron did and like lifting Kaylor up, which I love. Go Kaylor. I'm glad you're finally standing up for yourself. But I do think Aaron's getting really like fucking shit on. And it is Love Island, and it is what people are supposed to do. I think you should have came back and told her and like listened to her and not stood up for Rob. But it's not. You're not evil.
I don't think he's evil.
Yeah, I know, but the world does.
Reality TV, I mean, this is gonna be great for the guy.
Well, he's gonna go to LA and be famous now.
Yeah, he's gonna.
And him and Kaylor are going to fall in love and get married.
Okay,
That's what's going to happen.
Like, what I'm trying to say is I don't think you're stupid and an idiot if you do give Aaron a second chance in the real world. I think everything is exaggerated.
Oh my God, she'd be so dumb.
Dave.
See, and that's what my friends are saying. They're siding with you, Dave. They're like,
and I don't want to hear it.
Once,
Yeah.
he fucked you ever twice. He might as well run you over by a fucking Mack truck and shit on your head.
But
it's a TV show.
But maybe down the road, but not now. Not now for probably either of you, to be totally honest.
I mean, it's probably better for if you want to stay relevant, it's probably better to stay fucking together.
Yeah, I feel like though it's not about like that. Like a lot of people are watching this and like it's a show to a lot of people, but like it's actually our lives.
Real lives.
So it's like it sucks. Like it really sucks. Like I feel like even like watching it back, like it really sucks like watching myself like give in so easily because I was in this love bubble. And I feel like now I just need to take the time for myself to like, like really like understand what happened and why I wasn't there for myself. And yeah, it's just difficult. It's weird. It's really weird.
Don't beat yourself
She still
up,
gave me
though.
shit, guys. Like people like think like she didn't give me any shit whatsoever because of the way like it's like shown on the TV. But she gave me fucking shit. Like for 2 or 3 days, she was fucking pissed and she wouldn't talk to me and stuff. She would support us.
Good.
Like I know you're saying this but I know when I was there. Like I'd obviously fucked up massively, and you were being the good person that you were at the end of the day, and you were there to like support us. So like there even was like where you came into Soul Ties, but she still didn't give me fucking like she didn't. I know Serena's there like throwing plates up in the air and like having a screamer match, but I don't believe that Kaylor is that person. Like I don't think you can get a Kaylor in a situation where she's gonna scream in your face and have a go at you. Like that's just not her.
Yeah, you can.
So I know everyone's there like giving a shit on the internet and stuff. Like I completely understand that. but you've seen the reality TV side of it. You haven't seen the actual side of us being in the villa and us having to deal with the whole process and the way that like Kaylor dealt with the process after. Like she wasn't there like fucking gumdrops and unicorns and run around like, oh yeah, I'm happy and I'm chill. Like she was still fucked off. She was still pissed off. She was still giving me shit on a daily basis. She was still not speaking to me. They just grabbed the clips where she was speaking to me and they put it on the TV. Like she was still doing that. Like I feel like everyone thinks like she was not backing herself and she wasn't defending herself. She was. I can tell you that. I know that other islanders on the show can tell you that. And yes, you have this perception because you've seen a reality TV show, but it's reality TV. You guys know more than anybody else here. Reality TV is reality TV. They edit it in certain ways and stuff. So you also have to remember that. I know you guys are smarter than that. I know there's people out there that completely understand it, but I also know there's people that don't understand it. And I feel the people that don't understand it are the ones that are shitting on, you know, specifically me, and they're completely warranted too. And I'd rather take the shit myself than anyone else. But they also have to remember
what a hero.
It is reality TV.
That was beautiful stuff. I was getting ready looking for a violin there.
Oh, Dave.
Fucking Dave, bro.
Well, I know. Hey, he's ruthless, Aaron. He's ruthless, Aaron. It's going to be tough to win him over, Aaron. You're winning me over, man. You're winning me back over. I'm getting back.
He's like, give me the shit. Give me the shit. I deserve the shit, not her. It's like, I think that's what's happening.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, everyone else deserves the shit. That makes me happy, Dave. Hopefully there's a bird that flies over right now, shits on my head, and then I can be like, there you go, Dave. Yeah. You got your wish. You got your wish.
Oh, I know. I like it. I got nothing against you. So, all right. Is there anything else you guys have for them?
I had a question, Aaron. Not to like, I feel like I just was saying I'm back. You know, I'm gonna throw you in a loop or a turbine here with this question, but I'm just asking because of how it was edited. It made me feel this way. You know, when you finally said the words "I love you" to Kaylor.
Yeah.
You guys had been fighting. There had been some turmoil there at that point.
Yep.
How much of this is you pulling out that Traders UK? Oh, I know what to say in the right moment here to get me off the hook a little bit. Or was that like real sentiment, real like, hey, these are my actual feelings for you. I do really care about you. I fucked up. Because men are dumb inherently. Men are inherently dumb when we do dumb shit. And I think, you know, that it's like in the Bible. Men are dumb, women are wicked, you know? So I can understand being an idiot and making a mistake. I think like there was better ways to own up to it. You said that. We've all said that on the show. But when you said I love you, what was it real or was it more of, you know, that manipulation?
I did not want to say them words in that moment. I think everyone can tell that. But there was, I don't know whether or not they've, like, I can't remember if they clipped it like this or not, but she was basically saying to me that she didn't understand how I felt at that moment. And it was difficult for me to just tell her how I'd felt previously because I'm not going to be honest. I wasn't being honest with how I felt. Like I've been in situations in the past where like you do open up and then you get fucked over. So I usually just hold back with how I feel. Like I'm not very like verbal. You guys probably see from the show. I show more of like my affectionate side, but I just like I'm the touchy feely person, right? So when it comes to words, I'm just not very good at it. And then in that moment when she said like she was basically telling me to tell her how I felt, and I was like, this is the worst time. Like I didn't even like want to say it in that moment, but I knew how I felt and I knew it's going to come off like badly, but I feel like she just needed to know how I felt in that moment. Now the way that they showed it, I was just like, yeah, obviously they're gonna like make it look like I was just trying to get like out of it. She still gave me shit after that conversation, even though she told me she loved me back. She went like literally 10 minutes later, she's still giving me shit. She's still like backing herself up, etc. So like I knew I probably shouldn't have said it in that moment, but like I don't think about things. Like I'm not someone that thinks about things, as you've probably seen from the show. So should I have said it in that moment? No. Did I feel it? Of course I did. Otherwise I would have never said it.
All right, that's a good answer. I like that answer. How do you feel about that answer, Kaylor?
No, how do you feel about that answer, Dave? I want Dave to call me out again. I want another bird to come over and shit on my head.
Dave doesn't believe a thing you say.
Well, if I'm following along, this is 3 days after you were making out with other girls.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. It was 3 days after. And I feel like
That's tough.
In the moment, I was like, oh my God, yes, he finally said it. And I was full of excitement rather than like being like, fuck you, you're love bombing me, like all this stuff. But I feel like at that moment, like it does feel like he was just saying that to like kind of get on good terms with me. And I feel like, yeah, I do question if that was like a genuine feeling. Because I don't know how you go from like kissing someone, being sexual with someone in like a sort of way, and then going to like realize that you love someone else. Because I feel like when you love someone, you're loyal to them, and I feel like love just doesn't come upon you. Like you don't just wake up one day and be like, oh shit, I love this person. Like it happens over a period of time. So
it's not a real world environment. So sometimes like comparing what's love in a real world versus love in like your situation, it's just you're in this crazy environment.
Yeah, and like also though, when he told me, he was like, I've been feeling like this for a week. So that means while he was in Casa, he was like, he did know he loved me, but he still was kissing another girl. And like me, whenever I love someone, I don't move that way. So it doesn't quite make sense in my brain, but I'm trying to make it make sense. I'm not trying to judge him who he is as a person, but I'm kind of questioning, do I want that person in my life? I don't know. I'm scared for myself. Like, yeah.
Do you do you cry that often not on Love Island? Are you a crier?
I am a crier, but when you have someone asking you like deeply, like, how do you feel? Like really dig deep, I'm gonna cry. Like whenever I watch like a sad fucking like commercial, I'm crying. When I'm happy, I'm crying. When I found out I booked the show, I'm like bawling my eyes out.
You're a crier.
I'm just a crier.
It's adorable.
Also, when you're in there, it's like people are just constantly asking you how you fucking feel, and I'm like, please stop asking me how I feel. I don't want to go for you. I don't want to go with you for a chat. I don't want to fucking talk to you right now. Leave me alone. And I feel like everyone knew, like, obviously there's like background during Love Island, and like I would be called into a beach hut whenever I was so emotional, which the beach hut is like the one-on-one interviews. Yeah. So I would be called in whenever I'm like so emotional. Like they knew exactly like when to pull me and like when to have me go for those chats because they knew I was already in an emotional state. So then watching myself cry on television, I want to crawl and hide underneath my bed. It is the most cringy thing I've ever seen in my life. And I feel like now I just have a stronger backbone. Like I cannot cry ever again on national television or I actually will end my life. Like it's bad.
Did you guys think about making like fuck Aaron merch or no?
Says she trademarked it. Says she trademarked it.
Okay. All right.
Money
move.
move.
So you are thinking about it.
Yeah, I had like a family friend lawyer call me and was just like, I'm trademarking this for you. And I was like, okay, sick, do it. But, everyone's going to find a way to spell fuck in their way. So it's like, yeah, but everyone's like, that's such a smart business move. And I was like, thanks. That wasn't my brain thinking of that. But yeah, it's maybe I will. I feel like right now I just like am spending time with my family and like I don't want to be making TikToks or like doing collabs or any of that shit right now. So we'll see.
Are you guys excited for the reunion? Are you stressed out? What are you
I'm so stressed.
Are you scared they're gonna show like clips they didn't show during the show?
I think they will. I think they'll show a little bit of like clips of like that weren't shown during the show, but I also think they're gonna show clips of like with the aftermath and like podcasts and everything like that. So and I'm kind of scared of where Aaron and I will be, but at that point, so I feel like that's my biggest worry, because I feel like we may be on a different page or we may be on the same page. I have no idea. But yeah, I think that's like mostly why I'm scared, because Aaron and I may not be together or we may be together or I don't know. Yeah, so.
What the hell does that mean?
Like, I don't know.
That means is she's just broken up with me on the BFFs podcast.
No, I did not. I did not.
You guys aren't together, are you?
No, they are.
We are together, but I feel like each day for me, it's like it gets harder because I don't have Aaron with me.
Wait a minute. You guys are together?
They are.
Where have I been this entire interview?
You thought they were broken up? Well,
that?
I feel like things have changed throughout this interview for both of them.
Yeah.
Because Aaron
on the pod.
Aaron was like, actually, I'm feeling things I haven't felt yet. And
Wait. I gotta go. Austin, did you know they were together?
The way they were talking, I thought they were broken up at this point.
For sure they were broken up.
Did they just break up mid-podcast?
No, we're hashing it out. We're hashing it out.
Aaron
just watched it. Kaylor just watched it. Casa. We had to talk about it.
It sounds like they watched it for the podcast, and she's like, "Oh wait, this guy's a piece of shit. I don't want to be with him anymore." So we might have broken him up.
No,
this guy.
no.
Who is he? What's he?
That's God. That's the voice of God. Yes, that's
The video
God.
again, and they're like, right now, Island is now. Go over there, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I need a third. Yeah, I thought you guys had clearly like broken up and were debate whatever. All right, fine.
No.
Oh.
Don't put that bad mojo on these people.
Well, I was
right,
sitting
Dave?
here being like, by the
Yeah,
way,
Josh,
he'll definitely screw you over. I didn't know they're
That's
still
why I
together.
was like, oh my God.
I had no idea they were together.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they are. Aaron, I think if I was on Love Island, if I was on that show, whether America would have liked it or not, I think I would have been right there with you and Rob, man. We would have had a trio bromance.
Wait, you're in Philadelphia, right, Kayla?
I'm in Pittsburgh.
Kaylor.
You're in
by the way.
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Kaylor. You're in
Kaylor.
Pittsburgh. He's in the UK. Well, like, what are we even talking about here?
I don't know, Dave. This is wild.
It's long distance love relationship, Dave.
Okay, fine.
It's long distance.
I hope you two
He's like,
lovebirds.
there's no chance in hell this is working.
I hope you two lovebirds make it. Fine. I'm sure.
Gabby's
work
from
out.
Brazil. Gabby's from Brazil. I'm from Canada. Look at us. Look at
She
us.
lives with you, Josh.
Yeah, but
Now.
if Aaron moves
It wasn't at the
the
beginning.
US, he said he's moving to LA.
He's moving to LA.
Yeah,
All right,
I
fine.
feel like he's
no,
going
no,
so
no.
it's still long distance.
You guys will
Every
make
place
it.
I moved to. Everyone's jumping on this LA thing. I don't know why I'm going to move.
Well, that is what you
I
said.
knew before. Chill out,
Come on.
guys. I ain't got my green card yet. I ain't got my visa yet. I ain't got my house yet. Like, it's just an
Aaron,
idea.
that sounds so bad. Don't say green card. Shit, that means you're just coming on to get your green card.
That's what I'm doing. No, jokes,
Whoa.
jokes before everyone trolls me online and they're like,
Was it supposed to get this
Aaron
one?
Evans, he's a fucking
What's up, Rob? How you doing, man?
Aaron, look, it's your
Yeah.
bestie.
Aaron, it's
Is
your
he?
boyfriend.
Where is
No, I'm
he?
kidding.
How the fuck
Why are
is
you
he?
sideways, brother?
Bro, why are you rotated like that? You weird.
Yeah.
Do I need to get
Move
this
the
way?
phone.
You.
I don't know.
Is
Hey,
that
Rob.
better? Hello.
It's
Bro,
like-
you've already gone so much more country. I like
Yeah, dude,
her.
I'm back
She
and down.
reminds me of
It
butter
comes
and
back.
toast.
Comes back.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Rob now.
Bye, mom.
I love you, baby.
Oh,
I'm at my mom's house.
Aw.
That was very cute. That was very
so
cute.
are we keeping all these guys together?
Well,
No,
I did want to ask one more question to Kaylor and about like where's her friendship with Leah right now because
I
of the
had
video.
a couple questions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lee and I are great. I know that might sound crazy, but I feel like we are fine, and that's what is most important to me. We hung out. We actually, right after the video was released online, we flew home from Fiji together, sitting next to each other. She was so understanding about the entire thing, which God bless her, because she did not have to take it that way. And we went to Universal together. After Universal, I came home and I met her family, and we hung out. We got drunk. So Lee and I are really good terms. I was actually just texting her before this podcast, which is most important to me. So Lee and I are like sisters. You know, when you're in the villa, you share this experience with everyone, and especially Leah, I feel like very close to, and I feel terrible for what was released online, and definitely that was not deserved of Leah. I don't feel that way about Leah at all. So yeah, Leah and I are on good terms, and that's like so important to me. Yeah.
I have one last Leah question.
Yeah.
Did she actually push for Andrea to get voted off?
Mm.
So I feel like no. I think that all of us took like a collective decision to send Andrea home. I think all of us definitely agreed on sending Andrea home, and I feel like if anyone took the backseat, it was kind of Liv, because Liv was like voting for Nicole to go home. But no, I don't think Leah I don't think she led that conversation. I don't think she was like, oh my gosh, yes, I want Andrea home. I think that we are all agreeing on the fact that like we didn't know if Andrea had pure intentions in the villa, and I feel like now outside the villa, I kind of feel that even more. I'm just seeing what's like portrayed online. And like how she's going on podcasts and all of that stuff. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad that she went home, because she might have taken Aaron. From what I saw in the video, she was like, Aaron really wanted me, and if I would have went with Aaron, Kaylor wouldn't have a chance in hell. So I'm like, geez, wow, actually.
This is the girl you say you like?
No, this is Andrea, who was with
Oh my God,
Rob
no.
for a point of
Yeah,
time.
No, this is not about Leah.
Okay,
No,
good.
this
I was
isn't
gonna
about
say,
Leah,
that's
but
a lie.
There's too many names for Dave right now.
Yeah. This guy can't
no,
remember.
I just think,
It took a while for me and Bree's name to be remembered.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
I
Thanks
hope
for
we
having
didn't break you guys up.
Uh-oh.
No.
Hard launch.
You guys look like I'm sure you're gonna make it. It seems like a couple that's gonna last.
Hey, Aaron, take the jump, brother.
Dave.
Girls like big actions, Aaron. Just make the jump. Come over the pond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to come
Surprise
to
me.
wherever you guys are.
Yeah.
Not LA, because apparently I'm not allowed to go LA.
Well, you can come to LA. I'll welcome you into LA.
You can come to Pittsburgh.
This guy ain't going.
He's
to Pittsburgh,
not coming
I'll
to
tell you that.
Pittsburgh.
No shot that guy's going to Pittsburgh.
Why? What's wrong with Pittsburgh? How bad Pittsburgh?
No, it's Pittsburgh nice. It's just like you're not going to be a coal miner, so I mean, you're not doing
They do
Pittsburgh.
there.
You're going to LA. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. I miss
Well, not
you.
Rob. Rob, you don't
Bye, Rob.
leave.
Love you.
Okay, bye. This is fun.
Rob, you stay here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a separate interview.
You want to turn your
That guy-
phone, Rob?
That guy looks
Sorry,
exactly
Tyler?
like fucking Ricky Vaughn in Major League. Like exactly.
Okay, what did you think of them?
Okay, well, time out.
Well,
We
he's
got to
got-
figure out what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
just
Yeah,
swipe
now
your
you guys
phone,
are sideways.
swipe your screen down. There's a little like lock icon with
Do you have
a
like
circle
auto
around it.
lock on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
What?
click that and unlock it, and then turn it sideways.
Turn off the auto lock.
Oh,
Okay, that's
fuck.
a book.
What book are we reading?
There's a lot of buttons here, y'all.
It's the lock.
Yeah,
it's a lock icon with like a little like.
It's like
It's
a
like-
little circle around it, and then turn
This-
it off.
Just that thing.
I'm
you
just.
tap.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got you.
The
I
lock
got
thing.
you.
And then turn it
That's how to-
sideways.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
Boom. All right, guys, quick commercial break. This summer at Sunglass Hut, you will find every shade of you no matter what you get up to. So if you're like me and you can't leave the house without grabbing your favorite pair of sunnies, I actually have some on right now, that fit your vibe, whatever the occasion, that's why Sunglass Hut is the go-to. So their curated summer collection is perfect for finding every shade of you no matter your style. Sunglass Hut has you covered with its wide range of styles from brands like Burberry, Versace, Prada, Oakley, Ray-Ban, plus shades that are only available at Sunglass Hut. When it comes to services, Sunglass Hut has you covered with their repair services, sun love protection plan, and complimentary cleanings, fittings, and adjustments. So go and visit them in store or online. Your summer shades are waiting for you. And also, now you can get your sunnies with prescription lenses, the perfect vision you need with the styles you want. Head to Sunglass Hut and discover the special selection of shades in store and online at sunglasshut.com. Your summer look is waiting for you. Okay, now we have Rob from Love Island on. He kind of came in
Yup.
at the tail end. Oh, we're upside down. Okay, we're good.
This is the guy who's on Call Her Daddy.
Yes.
Yes.
I saw a little clip. He like did a back jump into the pool.
Yep. She said no one had been in the pool, so I was like, someone's got to go in the pool.
Well played. All right,
Thank
so
you.
you guys, and by the way, what is this? Why does the top thing say Rob called me after Call Her Daddy? What is that about?
Oh, we didn't actually get to call you, but she said she sent you a video. I'm a big fan of you, Dave. I like your stuff, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That's the quickest way.
You came in here nervous.
That was happening.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still nervous.
Do you want to call Dave Portnoy?
Yes. I love Dave Portnoy.
Wait, you're a Barstool guy?
Not really, but I like him. He's just like,
Cool.
I know people hate him, but like, I like him.
Dave
I
is
think
Dave.
he's just Dave. I like genuine people. It was the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
genuine folk. I like people that are just themselves and they don't really give a fuck. And he's
Dave
like
is
that.
honest. Dave
Yep.
is very honest. Even if it hurts your feelings, he's honest.
He's going to be honest. He's going to be Dave. I like that about him.
Okay, so I like you. If you like me, I like you back twice as hard. I didn't watch the show, so I'll kick it. You guys.
Yeah, Dave
questions
has no
for-
idea what's going on.
No,
Okay.
not much.
Hey, Brie.
Hey, I followed Rob forever. I followed you from your snake hunting videos.
Yeah, like 4 years ago. Almost?
Yeah. And then you went on Love Island and everyone was DMing me being like, unfollow Rob. He's the bad guy. And I saw it through and I never unfollowed.
Is
Hey,
he a
I'm
bad
proud of
guy?
you.
Was he a bad guy or good guy?
Oh
in
my
the show?
God. My headphones are exploding. Do you hear that? Sorry, guys.
Was
You're not
Rob
gonna hear
a
anything.
good guy or a bad guy in the show?
I think Rob was. I think you were kind of just. You weren't bad or necessarily good. I think you were a little misunderstood guy in the show. That's what I took. I haven't finished it out yet. I'm only on episode 28, so I haven't gotten to
Josh,
the
you
end.
have to finish the show.
Well, you guys told me not to finish it, so I'd be shocked during these interviews. That's what you guys
So
told
Bree,
me.
is he a good guy or bad guy?
I think. I don't think he's not a bad guy like Aaron did anyone bad. Like he didn't do anything that extreme. I think he definitely he was swiping through the ladies quite fast. There was a lot of pics. I think you cut things short with some of the things you said to Leah. I was sad for Leah when you said them, but I don't think you are this villain that people are painting you out to be. I think now that's turned on someone else.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I mean, how did you feel after? Did you watch it back and think, I fucked up, or did you even watch it?
I have still yet to watch it. I've seen 2 episodes at this current moment in time.
Which ones?
Okay.
I watched the Andrea night where she like got booted out because I wanted to see like the conversation, like how that actually went, or like, and I saw the first episode.
When you hopped on, we were talking about if Kaylor thinks Leah had play in the Andrea thing. Did you figure out any more clarity on that, or was that left at like, oh, she didn't push very hard?
But like basically, like after I watched the episode, I literally said, I was like, well, to be honest, it really didn't seem like she had that much to say about it. Like she said, the only thing she said was about she's not sure if she's here for the right reasons, which at the time, from my perspective, I would have totally disagreed with. But I think the girls saw a different side of her than I did. Just from what I'm hearing, that's just what I think is.
Well, what about what you're seeing? Are you watching her lives or her TikToks or her Instagrams or all of the videos that she's been posting?
Yeah, the couple of the spinoramas and finger guns at the camera.
Good kisser.
Yeah. I've seen some of those. And I'm like, yeah. So it's a little bit. I was shocked when I saw that. I talked to her when I first got out before I had seen anything, and I was like, "How you doing?" Whatever, just like caught up and everything. And then slowly but surely, like I never sought it out, which is why I was like, "Oh, there's a lot," because I never sought it out. It was just constantly like, put in front of me, and I was like, "Oh man, what was going on here? What's going on with this?" Which made me be like, "Okay, well, I don't know." I mean, I get her side of it too. Like, I mean, she was probably really hurt, and she had everyone hating her. But like me personally, I would never do that. Like, I would never like go live every night and like, I don't know, talk about a TV show I was on. I don't know.
Well, what do you mean by that? You're doing the media, right? You'd never go on and talk about a TV show you're on, but you're talking to us. You're on Call Her Daddy. You're like, what's the difference?
Right. Well, number one, I love you guys and I want to talk to you guys anyway. And then number two, this is different. I feel like it's not me willingly getting on my phone and like starting a live stream and like answering questions about the show like every time it airs. Like I feel like there's a difference there, but I see what you're saying. That's a little hypocritical.
We also wanted you on though. So it's a little different. We asked for you to come on. We wanted you on the show.
Dave, this was also a girl that got
voted off. And also, if it was up to me, we wouldn't be talking about the show at all. We'd just be talking. I feel like I've spoken about this.
But that's crazy.
We have to talk about the show.
No, yeah, of course. No, I get it. That's what you guys need.
Well, that's why we know who you are.
Exactly.
So, like, and is that we were asking the other? Why did you go on the show? To become famous?
They asked me to be on the show. And I was
they asked you to be on the show? Oh, because you were on a season prior.
Well, they asked me to be on that too. They DM'd me on Instagram, and I was like,
out of the blue?
Yeah.
Did you have to go through any of the interview process?
This time?
Yeah, or either times.
No, yeah. So the first time they asked me, they're like, "Hey, Love Island, this is a show. Do you want to be on it?" And I was like, and they DM'd me on Instagram, and I was like, "That's weird. It's probably
just
a scam."
Out of the clouds. They just DM'd you.
Well, Dave, he has a bunch of followers before Love Island
because the snake thing.
Yeah, and you have that other. You're everywhere.
Challenge. Like you had a crazy almost lore to you, man. Like you had a past before Love Island that was pretty deep. Like it was the Cheeky. Is it Cheeky?
Cheeky Boyos.
Cheeky, yeah. Where you guys would do like these different challenges and whatnot. Yeah. So they would be like, can you spend 24 hours in a Walmart bathroom, for example?
But that's trying to become famous. Those.
True. I mean, so if you want to know the truth about the Rob lore, the answer is I have been faced with a lot of opportunities, and I just always said yes. The reason I met those guys, I was making my snake videos, and they did a TikTok in every state. They came to Alabama, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna catch snakes with this Rob guy." And we caught snakes, and we just like hit it off, became really good friends. And then I was about to be senior year in college studying photography. And they were like, "Hey, we're moving to LA, and we really like you. You want to live with us and like help us film and stuff like behind the scenes?" And I was like, "Oh, sick," because I wanted to be a director. That's what my passion was. I wanted to be a director, a photographer. And so then I became really good friends with them. I lived with them for that year. And then the other guy, Brian, he decided didn't want to do it anymore. And then Coy was like, "Rob, like I can't think of anyone else who could do this. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah." Yeah. I've just been faced with these opportunities, and I've always
open
said
to
yes.
opportunity. Yeah. No, it's good to say yes to things. It's good to say yes to things. You never know unless you try it, right?
Yep.
So then you just answered the DM and said, "Let's do it."
Pretty much. I was like apprehensive at first, but then I was like, I mean, why not? Like, sounds fun. Free trip to Fiji. Meet beautiful women. Sounds like a good deal to me.
Sounds like a great deal. How long? But it all started. So everything started with the snakes.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a crazy thing. I hate snakes. No offense.
I used to have a pet snake.
What kind?
A corn snake, an albino corn snake.
We used to go snake hunting in my little town. We had this like pond area right next to the high school that my dad worked at. So my dad would go in. Me and the two twins that lived on my street, Dominic and Liam, we'd go down and just catch a bunch of like gardener snakes, put them in a big bucket, and then we'd bring them home. And my mom would always scream at us to go let them go. So we'd go back and let out all the snakes. But we did that as like a weekend thing all the time, like caught toads and snakes. It was great. Great time. I'll go snake hunting. If you would bring me snake hunting,
that's crazy.
Go and catch some snakes. I'd love to go. I'd love to go.
Wait, we have to get Dave to go. Dave, would you go?
No, there is
please
absolutely no fucking shot.
What if you just came along, Dave?
I'm telling you, you think you'd be scared, you won't be scared.
No, I like you have a better shot of like getting me to jump out of a plane with no parachute. Like there's no
to kill
fucking
yourself.
way.
So you're gonna kill yourself over?
I would do that before going snake wrangling, hunting. I'm not a snake
What if you
guy.
just like? What if
no
you came
interest
with
in
us?
seeing snakes. I don't want to see the snake guy get wrangled. I don't want to get bitten by a snake. I'm out on snakes.
You're out fully. There's no leeway.
No chance.
In my Sharks Have Feelings 2 book, I wrote a children's book about sharks. I have a whole page dedicated to how much I hate snakes. In the
children's book, your lore is crazy too.
Side note: I hate snakes. That's funny.
Yeah, it's like it was basically like. And by the way, sharks aren't evil like snakes. Snakes will fucking bite you. A shark.
You said snakes will fucking bite you in a children's book?
Yeah. Yes. There were F-bombs and whatnot. But.
Wait, actually,
Dave, most snakes don't bite you. Most snakes I catch don't even bite me.
What about the pythons who squeeze you to death?
Well, yeah, they can, but they don't.
See, they can, but they don't, Dave.
They can, but
it's all about how you treat them. They reflect the energy you give them most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sometimes.
That's true with most animals, but
it is.
Yeah, no, I'm
and
not.
Dave, you're an animal guy. You're an animal guy. You care for animals.
But every time I say that, I've asterisks, except snakes.
He likes fur.
I mean, that's every animal.
No, you don't even like cats either. You make fun of me.
Well, they don't. Cats don't count.
Oh my god.
But
fair.
Okay, fair. Cats don't count. He hates snakes. Back to Love Island.
Yeah, back to it. Back to the regular resumed show here. So with all the people that have been on the show, like you talked to a lot of people, is there anyone that you've thought about continuing to talk to now that the show is over, like in a romantic way? Or is it kind of like, I'm going to go back home, spend time with my family, go catch some snakes, be back to Rob?
Yeah, the latter for sure. I mean, I had my moment with all the ladies there, and there were some great ladies, and we had a great time. But I just feel like it ran its course. I think everything happened how it was supposed to happen, and I don't think.
Who was your number one lady? Who was your number one lady?
Who was my number one lady?
Yeah, like when you look back at it, you're like, that's my number one.
That's crazy. That's a crazy box to put me in right there.
Why? I mean, you're supposed to leave with like the one. So who do you
didn't,
see? I know, but
I didn't. I left. Well, no, I left with Cassie. Okay, listen. I'll give you top 3. Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
While I was there, the best connections I had for sure, and the happiest I was spending time with girls it would be Cassie, Andrea, and Leah. Like those
in that order? In that order?
Bro, we're not talking about orders here.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know.
We're talking about a top 3.
Okay.
And when I was with those girls, they all, I don't know, we had a good time, and I enjoyed being around them. We laughed, and
I mean,
they were funny. It was a great time. Those 3 girls were top 3.
So what's your plan now? It sounds like you're not like going to chase fame. You're going to live in Bama, right?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't like convincing. You shrugged. So may you?
Well, like here's the thing, Dave. My plan has always been the same plan. I have no plan. So if an opportunity comes across my table like this podcast, I'm probably going to say yes. It's just going to depend on that for me. Like I've never been really one to seek out things, especially with, I don't know, like social media and stuff, because I don't really love it. But it to my point of view of it is, the reason I want to do social media and like why I got into it is I was like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to do something I love every day and get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just seem like, I mean, that makes sense. You seem genuine in that. It's just somebody like who likes being around animals and catching snakes and in the wilderness, maybe not always love being in like major cities.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. When I lived in LA, that was one of the hardest years of my life. It was way too much concrete. And it was just, seriously, I feel like for me, being alone in the wilderness is like some of the best therapy I can have. It's when my mind is the most clear. And I just didn't really have that there. I mean, there's beautiful hikes and stuff there. It's just not the same. There's so many people, and you can't go anywhere without seeing someone.
Right.
So maybe you should go on Survivor.
He said he wanted to, right?
Yeah, I've thought about it. They DM'd me on Instagram, actually. They're like, you should apply. I was like, not this again. But right now, like, I can't imagine going on a reality TV show right now. Like, it's way too soon. I mean, maybe in a year, whenever that show airs or whatever. But like, dude, right now, like, that was a lot. That was so much more than I thought it was going to be for me, like emotionally and physically. Like, I lost 15 pounds during the filming of that show.
What do you guys eat there? What kind of food did they have?
That's a lot of weight to lose.
What do you eat in the villa?
Grilled chicken.
Oh,
See, I have a question for everybody. This is more a Bree and Josh question.
Okay.
So we just had Aaron on. Versus this guy. This guy, to me, how they were perceived. No, like Aaron does come across as like the bad guy and chasing fame. This guy seems more like, man, I'm just kind of doing my thing. Is that how it was perceived?
Yeah, I mean, I think from the show, Aaron was definitely a lot more like, I think Aaron had like a really big rise at the beginning and kind of like fall for the viewer, right? Like people were rooting for Aaron and Kaylor. People were so heavy on them. Like, and then Rob had kind of like, I feel like Rob was like, he was figuring out what relationship he was going to go into. There was a couple of bouncing around. He was more like, just
why did Rob end up on? Why did you end up on Call Her Daddy? I feel like she tries to get like what she perceives as the biggest.
His couple, him and Leah, were everyone's favorite people on the show. They didn't end up together, but everyone was rooting for them. They were like the top 2 that came out of the show. Everyone's obsessed with them. Like everyone says that Rob is projected like Harry Jowsey wise, and then Leah like surpassed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see his head drop. He's not going to be.
He doesn't like that.
But I'm saying fame wise after the show.
Harry Jowsey's clearly chasing fame. Like every decision he makes is how do I get bigger, more famous, do this, do that. I don't get that.
But it just comes to Rob.
Number wise. Yeah. I think Bree's talking number wise. She ain't talking personality wise.
Yeah, I'm just saying like he's gonna be as big or bigger than Harry Jowsey, and then Leah has like already surpassed Love Island and followers on everything. Everyone loves her, so people were obsessed with them together. Heartbroken when he chose Andrea, and then Andrea left. Rob did his big one, and it was like a whole thing.
Got it. I don't
took a swim. Went under the pool. It's a big old thing. It was a big old thing. Do you think the pool moment is a moment you look back on like, what the fuck? Or do you think you were just like, yeah?
Yeah, dude. It was like, in the moment though, best idea. Like I was like, dude, I just want to be alone. I want to be off camera. I don't want to be filmed. I was like, and I noticed earlier that day I went swimming. I was like, oh, you can go up under there. I was like, if I ever need to, I will. And then I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm going under there. And then when I was in there, I was like, this is actually the dumbest thing I could have done because they're gonna film me like in this situation
Playing like
right
Marco
now.
Polo,
And
with
then you have to
yourself kind
come
of thing.
out,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh,
Yeah, exactly. I have to come
damn.
out of there. Also, I was like, they probably think I'm gonna kill myself. Like, this is probably crazy. I mean, like, I was having a full-fledged panic attack. And
I will say you did look pretty. Like, how was the? Because obviously you're being filmed 24/7. Sometimes you don't have a moment to feel like you can be like vulnerable or maybe like be just like say what you want, whatever. Is there a toll on the mental health that kind of happens when you go and do a show like this?
if you're like me, then yes, 100%. Because I'm someone that when I process emotions, like I typically need to be alone, and I journal. And journaling helps me a lot because I write shit down that I just don't mean, but I'm like,
100%.
okay, that's how I feel about that, and then I'll move on, and that helps me a lot, and that's something you're not able to do there.
No wonder they asked you to be on. I mean, I don't know where they find these people. He's a snake wrangling model journalist. Like, you want to come on our fucking show?
You don't,
sure.
You don't journal, Dave?
Yeah, no. I'm good. I'm not putting down journaling, but it's like, how is this even a real human? Like, fucking, no shit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was a good cast. This was the best season of Love Island USA ever. It's gotten the most traction, and now I feel like it's on the ups. People are going to watch this over UK.
Yeah, I thought it was the UK one.
It is. That's what people care about. But no, USA this year.
No, right. That's what I thought. Everyone was talking about. I assumed it was the UK one because I knew that's the bigger one, generally.
I mean, I feel like this is the biggest season Love Island's ever had.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming on, Rob. Thanks for being a fan.
I got one more question for you, Rob, because we talked so much show. We talked so much show, and I know you said you wanted to come on and just talk a little bit. I would love to ask, like, what made you want to be a director, or why is that your dream, and is it still your dream?
So I think I love snakes. Everyone thinks that's my number one passion, but I think my number one passion in life is just creating things.
Yeah.
And I love, like, I made a bunch of like short films like back in the day that people are now using against me. But there's like little music videos, but like when I make stuff, I like to make things that make people feel things. Yeah. And for me, that's movies. Like when I watch a movie, like going through the emotions of the characters and just feel like that is like just a magical experience. And that's something that I wanted to create for people. But I think I found other ways to do it. You know, you can do it with anything you make, you know, like ceramics, woodworking. Like I just love creating. Like I think that's like my main thing I like doing. But yeah, that's where that passion came from. I don't think I'll be a movie director now. But who knows? If someone asked me, I'll
a movie star? Would you be a movie star?
I love just like a list of your passions, like
woodcrafting, pottery,
journaling. Snake
I'm a massage therapist,
like,
chiropractor.
At some level, you're not a real human. I mean, everything: ceramics, pottery, movie making, snake wrangling.
You're like a Wattpad. Like you're like a little bit of like a Wattpad story.
I mean, like I said, I'll try anything. If I get an opportunity to do it, I will do it. And like, I'm good at everything, great at nothing, because I feel like I never master it. I get good, and I'm like, oh, that was good, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do something else now.
Do you like sports?
I love sports. Yeah, I played baseball and football.
Got it.
Okay, yeah, you look like a baseball kid. You look like you'd play baseball.
I get that a lot.
I was not a baseball kid at all, but my dad.
Wait, Rob, was that you on that poster in like a Dick's Sporting Goods? Did you see that?
A poster?
It was like
it's like a baseball player,
a kid modeling playing baseball. Was it not you?
I didn't see that,
dude, didn't it look like him? I swear it was you. Maybe it was one of your baseball pictures they used it.
There's no way. No, there's no way.
I don't think it's him.
I could have believed it because this guy does everything, but I guess it wasn't him.
It's true.
Debunked.
It's
truly everything. It's like, you know that scene in Zoolander when they're sitting around smoking like this stuff and they're just you'd live in like Zoolander's cave when you walked in. It's like, oh, Rob, like fucking doing weird shit.
Well, our production wants to know what you were doing with Nessa in that car.
Oh, yeah.
You just answer?
Yeah, what was it? You and Nessa? Oh, fucking Nessa. Forgot Josh and Nessa because it's so long ago. Rob and Nessa.
I was wondering if you guys were just going to be able to let it go.
I like literally forgot you dated Nessa because I just like love you and Gabby so much.
Yeah, I love Gabby so much too.
What is this, Rob?
It's for her new music video.
When does it come out?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
I don't know. I never know with this stuff. It's so weird to me. I would just tell you, but I just don't.
Was this
don't know
just
if I'm
another
gonna-
DM?
Yeah.
This guy's DMs are flooded right now.
Who's like the craziest girl? Are you getting crazy girl
Yeah.
celebrities DMing you?
I would never tell you.
He
You wouldn't
is.
tell us, huh?
He is though.
No, I'm
You
not.
wouldn't even-
I'm really not.
you-
Nothing crazy to me. Nothing crazy.
Do you think it was crazy you rode Leah's horse before Miguel?
I think that's just so blown out of proportion. So blown out of proportion. I didn't even think about it. I just hopped on the horse. That's
think
what I do. I
Stop
hop
going.
on horses. You see a horse, you get on the horse.
Yeah, it's not crazy
Right.
because there was a group of you there. But if it was just you and Leah riding the horse together, that would be a little.
Well, yeah, totally different. But I was like, can I get on? She was like, I was like, okay, I'm getting on the horse. I wanted to ride it so bad. Also, we were all like drinking. Like it wasn't like we were just all there.
Yeah, fair.
I did not think about it at all. Also, I didn't know that it was like a big thing that Miguel was going to ride her horse.
That's
But
fair.
I'm sorry, Miguel, if that offended you. And Miguel unfollowed me on Instagram.
Damn.
I think because of that. I don't know. Maybe sad. I love Miguel. Miguel's a cool dude.
Oh,
What do you mean?
wow.
What do you mean rode? There's a horse on the show?
No, this is after the show. This is, remember I was telling you about Rob and Leah, everyone's favorite couple?
Yeah.
Leah has a horse. Rob went to Leah's house after the show, rode the horse.
Rode the
People
horse.
are freaking out.
Everyone.
And
Everyone
Miguel-
went.
and Miguel-
Everyone went. Rob rode the
This
horse.
dude Miguel likes Leah and didn't get to
Leah
ride the
and
horse.
Miguel are dating left together. Miguel, no, like Rob, unfollow.
Got it. Got it.
Because
All
he
right.
rode his
Because he rode her horse.
rode the horse.
Don't got it, but got it. All right. Was there another question, Austin? Was that it?
I have one more question.
Oh, okay.
We just had Kaylor and Aaron on. What do you think of their relationship? Do you think it's going to last? Do you think it's worth it? What do you think they're going to end up as?
I think that it's just going to come down to the shit that gets in the way. I think they really do care for each other a lot. And I think it's just going to come down to like how well they can handle like the shit that gets in the way. Because there's going to be a lot of shit that will get in the way.
Like different countries?
That'll be a big one.
Right.
They have no shot. I mean, no shot. They have absolutely no shot. So anybody saying otherwise, and I don't know if Aaron knows that.
Yeah,
I thought they were
Aaron
talking. I
knows
thought
that.
they were fucking broken up the whole show. I couldn't believe you guys were saying they were together. It's like what?
I think only Cordell and Serena have a chance at anything, to be honest. But that's just me. Do you agree?
Rob, what was this?
What's happening?
What's
Did I
the
move?
little- You did a little.
There's a bug.
Was there?
Yeah, the bug flew by.
There's a snake on the ceiling.
Yeah, there's a snake over there. No, I love Cordell and Serena a lot. I think they'll make it too.
All right.
I think everybody's got a chance. Love finds a way, right?
Yeah.
I love love. I'm
That's
all for love.
That's the poetry.
Didn't work for
That's
you.
his poetry guy.
Well, I was never okay. That's fine. I'll take that.
You weren't a poetry guy.
Poetry?
Just a journal guy. Just a journal guy.
Have I written poems? Yes. Like I'll admit I've done it. Is that really my thing? No.
Hey, but don't make fun of poems.
No, I'm not making fun. I just thought it was funny
My
how he
boyfriend
said it
likes
like he was like, I thought it was funny how he said it like it was like a bad thing to do or like
Okay.
he was like a closeted poem writer. And he was like, I'll admit it. Fine. I write poems. I do it. Have I written one before? Yeah.
Am I
Will I
proud
do it
of
again?
it?
I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it again.
Austin, did you have one more?
Yeah, last thing. People compared his eye rolls to Josh's a lot, and they wanted to get one from him and Josh.
You guys are you guys remind me of each other.
Okay, but the thing is, that's just
Yours is
me.
real
That's
life.
real. Yeah.
What are you saying about me, Rob?
I honestly didn't know I did that so much.
That's a lot of eye rolls.
It does kind of look like Josh's.
I've only met one girl that I've talked to has made a comment. She was like, you roll your eyes way too much. But other than that, I've never been conscious of me doing that so much.
It's a little sassy of you.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's at least the subconscious eye roll is probably a lot better than the ultra conscious eye roll that I was doing. So
All right, let's see it, Josh. Let's see the.
I don't need
Please,
to do
can
it
you do
now.
it? Can
Maybe
you
if
do it
there's
for
a
Rob?
video,
Can you
maybe
do
if
it
there's
for
a
Rob? Do it
video,
for
we
love.
can pull up a video.
Josh, do it for
You want-
love. Come on.
What?
For Love
What is
Island.
the love?
You might as well
For
do
Love
it.
Island, just do it.
Why should I do it?
It's your signature move.
Look, his camera's not even working right now.
It's
Look,
his
do
signature-
it, Josh. Once.
Sorry, someone called me.
They'll both do one.
Just send them off. Can you guys both do it?
All right, if I do it, Rob, will you do it in support?
I'll try. I'll try. I'll do what I can.
Okay, so this was like a thing that was trending on TikTok when I was like 16, 17. This is like 5 years ago. No one's let this go. And essentially, it's just like you tap the eyes and you kind of roll them at the same time. It kind
Tap 'em?
of, kind of like, you know.
Oh, okay.
It feels so gross doing it. Try it out.
You want me to do the tap?
Do it
Yeah,
together
yeah.
at the same time on 3. Like,
All right.
do it.
Okay,
together.
Dave, count us down. Count
All
us
right.
down.
3, 2, 1.
Oh God.
Oh,
I
it's
hated
bad.
that.
Isn't
I
it
hated that.
gross?
God.
It's
I
the
think
worst
we
thing.
should
Never
end
do that
this.
again.
That
End
no,
this
no, that's
episode.
scarier than catching snakes for sure.
That
dude.
I'm not
For
kidding. That
sure.
made my heart sink. I was like, can't believe you did that.
That'll get us views. Thank you for views. That's good for views.
Yeah. That
All
was
right.
good.
You're welcome. Using
Thank you
us.
for coming on, man. Nice
Thanks,
meeting
It
you.
was
Rob.
a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
y'all.
See you
Great to have
guys.
you, Rob.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
Y'all be good.
You too.